What up? It's me, JoJo, and I'm a good grown-up man. That's the name of the channel. You got that right. And we're back with another reaction. This time, what are we talking about? Armor for Sleep, of course. Armor for Sleep, isn't that weird emo band from the mid-2000s? It sure is. It sure is. Saw him last year. My wife almost got in a fight. It was great. Alright, so that's enough of that. We're back with another reaction. This time, we're going to cover Armor for Sleep. They have a couple new singles out, so I figured, let's check them out. Now, Armor for Sleep is a band that I listened to quite a bit back in the day. They had 2 good albums, and then one so-so album, kind of hit or miss. And then they had an album they put out just recently, which I like. And to me, growing up, they were always kind of that band where they had really good music, and then the lyrics were kind of so-so. I've been getting into them a lot lately, and I've kind of learned to appreciate them a bit more. If you don't know the band, they're kind of emo. They have typical emo lyrics, and their big album was pretty much like a concept album where the whole theme is the guy kills himself in the first song, and then he just goes off in the afterlife, pretty much stalking his girlfriend in the afterlife. I didn't super like that theme for a long time, but now, I don't know. I'm older, wiser. Doesn't bother me as much. And it's almost like, I don't know, I look at the whole emo thing as kind of like metal and what happened with metal. You know, metal back in the day was all devil, Satan, 666, whatever. Really freaks the squares. It turns out, no, it's kind of just all for show. They're really not devil worshippers. And then I think it's kind of the same with emo. It's almost an act. I mean, you could tell me like, oh, these guys really feeling their feelings. And that's fine, because chances are they really are feeling their feelings. But the thing about emo is it's like this cathartic release where it's like you say these things that you probably should keep inside, but you just need to say them because that's how you're feeling. And that's what's pretty much always attracted me to emo. I think I appreciate Armor for Sleep a little bit more for that. And honestly, I think the lyrics get a little bit better with time. They age a little bit better with time, because now I listen to What to Do When You Were Dead, which is their concept album I was talking about, and I hear it more as like a cautionary tale, because if you really get into it, there's like tracks where he regrets the whole thing, wishes he could live again, and you know, so it's not the worst thing in the world. It's almost like an emo deconstructionist. At least that's how I'm seeing it. Anyway, they had 4 albums so far. Dream to Make Believe, really good. What to Do When You Are Dead might be one of the best rock, emo, whatever albums ever. I don't know. It's up there. It's definitely their masterpiece. And then Smile For Them. There's some good stuff in there, but you can hear a lot of really just like record label. I could almost feel the corporate influence on it. And they've actually come out later and say how they kind of regret it because they had like signing with a major label, because they had a lot less control over their sound, and which makes sense. Major labels like to do that. They like to sign a band and then change everything about the band that made them popular in the first place, because that makes sense. And then even more recently, going with the theme of these scene bands breaking up and then getting back together, Armor for Sleep recently has gotten back together. They had a much longer hiatus than Thursday, like I covered last time. They came back with The Rain Museum, which was another concept album, and I liked it. Now, half the tracks sound like vintage Armor for Sleep. And what is that? That is sick lead lines and power chords and a lot of heavy emotional lyrics. And then half the album is like kind of this airy, almost whimsical. That's not the right word, but it's a lot more atmospheric. That's the right word. I'm into both. You want some vintage Armor for Sleep? You got it. You want some new interesting stuff? You got it. So what's to complain about? I think it's a nice addition, and it's much better than Smile For Them. I managed to see Armor for Sleep for the first time somehow back in the summer. It was the 20 Years of Tears tour, and that show was stacked. They had like Hawthorne Heights, Thursday, Anberlin, Stick to Your Guns, and Armor for Sleep. And wow, I kind of wish I made an effort to go see them more, because they rock. They rock. Ben Jorgensen is super swole now. Not bad for a skinny little emo kid, but yeah, they rock. And whereas before they were this band who was on my radar and I liked, but now I don't know, I might be a fan of them. They think they just age better and better. Something on them has been growing on me. and I think I'm more of a fan of them now than I was ever back in the day. Take that for what you will. So anyway, that's enough about that. We're going to jump right into it. All right, so this is the first one. This one came out a little while ago. I'm late to the party. I'm always late to the party. I like to be fashionably late, so I'm going to be fashionably late to this party and review this. Oh, wow, 5 months ago. That might just be late. Anyway, we're going to play it. Let's go. Let's see what this is all about.
You know it's my worst fear, thinking I'll never get to see your eyes again with mine. 'Cause I know the years turn as long as the sun burns, and it hurts to know that we're losing time, endlessly losing the daylight. Hold on, I never got to say goodbye. Maybe another life we can share for our lungs, but never again in this one. Hold on, I never got to say goodbye. Maybe another dream. There could be a place where we meet, but you're on your own without me. I'm still
I've always really liked their bass tone. It's nothing like I would want my bass tone to sound ever. I'm like a mid heavy kind of guy, but then they kind of do more like a mid scoop thing. But I've always liked it. I might need to listen to this a few times, but so far I like it. It sounds like Arm for Sleep.
so afraid, but I know there's no way of getting back what we left behind. 'Cause I know the years turn as long as the sun burns, and it hurts to know that we're losing time, endlessly losing the daylight. Hold on, I never got to say goodbye. Maybe another life we can share for our lungs, but never again in this one. Hold on, I never got to say goodbye. Maybe another dream. There could be a place where we meet, but you're on your own without me. I know that
So I like the choruses. They're upbeat.
there's a place for us inside of my mind. It hurts just to open up that door, but it's the only place for us I can find. Hold on, I can't hold on anymore. Hold on, I never got to say goodbye. Maybe another life we can share for our lungs, but never again in this one. Hold on, I never got to say goodbye. Maybe another dream. There could be a place where we meet, but you're on your own without me. I can't hold on anymore. I know there's a place for us inside of my mind. I know there's a place for us inside of my mind.
A lot of dynamics in the song. Very up, very down. My initial gut reaction, I think maybe I'll do like my initial gut reaction, and then I'll listen to it a few times, and then I'll do like a stronger reaction. My initial gut reaction is it sounds a little safe. It definitely sounds like an Armor for Sleep song. It doesn't sound like they're they're trying to really break the mold, which, it's fine. But I don't know. I want artists to be artists. I don't want them trying to please the fans. I don't know what the reception to the Rain Museum was. Hearing this, it's very possible people complained about it and they said, okay, we need to go back to basics. We need to go back to what people want to hear. I don't know, though. That's just wild speculation. Don't take my word for it. I have done zero research. So here's a review, 3.5 out of 5 for Rain Museum. Great. Let's see, just kind of skimming this. The Rain Museum does suffer from some of the problems the band has always had, but it also had some bright moments that shine with some of their best work. What are the problems the band's always had? I can't stand journalists these days. They don't know how to write articles. Armor Sleep traded in the popular emo sound of the youth for a more subdued, dreamy rock direction, kind of reminiscent of Amberlin or Circa Survive. I didn't get that at all. Music has improved overall with more dynamic songwriting. They do still have a bit of edge in their music, but it's more to accent moments with a bit of intensity as not let the listener sleep. Yeah, so I remember talking about this with my friend, and this is quickly turning into a Rain Museum review, which it's not. He said it's not as good because Armor for Sleep grew up and they're not as angsty as they once were. And I said, that's fine, because I too grew up, and I'm not as angsty and angry as I was. So, yeah, there's always a push-pull to, like, do your old stuff and do something new. And for me, it's like, I always want to see their artists grow. You know how you were 20 years ago, and your music shouldn't be the same place. So I think that's why I like the Rain Museum. And hearing this song, it sounds more like they're trying to get back there, which is, for me, a little disappointing. Because if I want to listen to that, I'll go put on What to Do When You're Dead, or Armor for Sleep, or a couple songs from Smile from them. That stuff's there. I want to hear something different. I'm gonna listen to it again, and then I'll come back with some more of my thoughts.
A few moments later.
Yeah, it's okay. I need some more time to form thoughts on this one. I'm really good at these reactions. Here's my reaction. I need time to think about it. Yeah, this line here. Maybe in another life we could share air in our lungs. I don't know. It's just kind of a weird line. I don't know. It's throwing me off. I think it's got all the Armor for Sleep hits to it. Maybe to its detriment, maybe to its benefit. But it sounds very safe, and I guess that's my only complaint to it. But it rocks, and I mean, I'd probably pick anything off the old albums before I'd pick this. But if it came up in a shuffle or something, I wouldn't skip it. There it is. Certified wouldn't skip it. Alright, so that was In Another Dream. Let's move on to What a Beautiful World. And this one was released a lot more recently, like 2 months. So this one I'm fashionably late. Alright, you're having a party? I ain't showing up on time. Sorry, that's just how I was built. But let's not waste time, let's listen to it. Those are the lead lines I want to hear from Armor for Sleep. That's why I listen to the band. I'm already into this.
Time loops of our past lives play inside my head. Over again, they repeat themselves in the dark till I'm dead.
So this is interesting to me because we got this bass reverb here, and whereas the first song was a lot more just like, look, we can be vintage Armor for Sleep. At least starting off, it's more like the Rain Museum. Very interesting.
Staring at the shadows of our life left behind, dreaming of the day they come untied from my mind. What a beautiful world we made. What a beautiful world we made. Too bad we made it go away. Dreaming of the day that my memories start to fade. What a beautiful world we made. Too bad we made it go away. Dreaming of the day that my memories start to fade.
The guitar is very interesting overall. That lead guitar. Mix-wise, it's a little buried though. It's weird.
You and I were drowning on the day we met. Holding hands, we swam deep down as far as we could get. Strange the
halftime thing. I like that. So I'm thinking that chorus is a little weak. Like it's okay. Lyrically, it doesn't hit me though. And I'm not a lyrical guy, so it's just, that's kind of funny. What? Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna go listen to that again. BRB. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say BRB. I'll be right back.
A few minutes later.
Yeah, so I think I like it a bit better the second time. I changed my mind on the chorus. It's not a weak chorus. Still, lyrically, overall, I don't think it super hits me. I basically had the same complaint about the last one. I think, yeah, it just seems like he's trying to get a little bit more poetic at this wording or something, and it's not super working for me. But overall, I like the music. I like the lead line. I like that weird thing in the verse with the reverb, the bass reverb. I think the chorus is rocking. I think the bridge is pretty rocking. The whole thing's pretty upbeat, and yeah, it's a fine song. Fine song. I'm listening again.
6.5 hours later.
Yeah, I like it. So lyrically, it's not there for me. It's a bit too artsy-fartsy, poetic. I wouldn't say it does nothing for me, but it's not my thing. They're, for me, they're fine. They're fine. They do their job. They don't make me cringe. They're there. They're lyrics. Love the lead line. Like the verse. I really, the verse, all the electronic stuff in the verse meshes well with the guitars. Bridge is rocking, and I really like that halftime thing in the bridge. That's pretty cool. Lead line's ripping. I'm going to keep saying it because I like it. And this song, whereas the first one felt like really safe and just trying to be like an older Armor for Sleep, this one feels more like, hey, this is Armor for Sleep, but our sound, it's evolved a little bit, and I think that's cool. I like that as an artist. I want to see artists push themselves, stretch themselves, and I don't want to see them making the same thing for 20 years, because if I want to hear the same thing, I'll just go back to the first thing. If I want to hear what to do when you're dead again, I'll just go listen to it. So I appreciate the attempt to change and grow and evolve your sound. Really do. All right, well, those are my thoughts. I'm trying to keep these things a little bit shorter for the song reviews. You got a twofer out of me this time. You're welcome. Excuse me. So that was Armor for Sleep, In Another Dream, and Armor for Sleep, What a Beautiful World. Both pretty good songs in my opinion. Probably liked What a Beautiful World a little bit better. On first listen through, keep in mind, these are reactions. Sometimes songs take time to grow on you. They take time to really get in there and hit. It's art. Art doesn't always grab you first viewing. Again, this is just my reaction. Maybe my opinion will change on them. For now, In Another Dream gets a B, and What a Beautiful World gets a B+. So that was that. So anyway, that was my thoughts. Feel free to like, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content like this, and also very different content. Peace.